Hello and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're gonna look at the future of François Legault, the Premier of Quebec. As you'll see, the way I like to do these readings that I shuffle the cards until they fall out. So I'm not the one who's picking them. This might take a couple minutes, so if you want to skip this part, you're able to do it in the description. But if you're still with me, welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a great summer, a great time, a great year. I thought it would be good for us to look at Quebec as well. I had many political readings focusing on various country leaders and even within Canada. So if you're interested in these kind of readings, I encourage you to check those out. Also, I want to kind of let you know that these readings, I'm focusing on the meanings of the cards, like all of my readings. So this is not a reflection of my political views in any shape or form. Especially that, I live in Ontario, so for me, I have no real impact on Quebec itself. But anyway, I also want to encourage you to check out my other videos. I post for every sign monthly at least 2 videos for money, career, finance, but also in love and relationship perspective. So I hope you're gonna check those out, and they're gonna help you to navigate the various energies that come in. Now we only have one card left, and we're gonna be ready to go pretty soon. Okay. All right. So we are ready to go. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, what we have is the Five of Swords. So Five of Swords is a card of conflict. This is the hardcore conflict, when everybody is in it to win it. When there's no collaboration, when there's no proper communication. So this might be an internal conflict. This might be a conflict within Quebec. This might be a conflict that he has with Canada or within his party as well. But this is the kind of energy when everybody wants to have their way. And they do everything in order to have their way. Because the winning is the most important part. But what this card is kind of encouraging us to think about, is it worth the price to pay for winning at all costs? So I think there's something here in his life where he needs to think about whether it's worth for him to fight for something, and what is the price that he's gonna pay. But let's see the main spread. In the center of his reading, we have here the Tower. So the Tower is an energy of chaos, disruption, when something is suddenly changing, and whatever we thought it was really stable, collapsing right in front of our eyes. So this is kind of like a very reshuffling, restructuring type of energy. When suddenly things are changing. So this can be connected to a job loss, right? Like this is something that I like to kind of attribute to that there might be a restructuring happening in the province of Quebec. And this might be very disruptive as well. Like again, for me, this is like when the old structures are collapsing and a new one has to be built. So there's like a strong energy of that here happening, where the current system in Quebec will collapse. This might be his power, this might be his leadership, or just the current government in Quebec. Now, especially if you're watching from Quebec, please let me know what you think this can be, because obviously if you're local, you know the energy is better than us. So you'll see what are the energies that are surrounding it. So the first card in his reading is the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is a card of new chapters, new beginnings, when doors are opening for us. And this can be connected to something new. But I think this new chapter in his life will come on the price of a collapse, which is represented here by the Tower. I think he's going to achieve some kind of a milestone. I think whatever this restructuring is going to be, is going to bring some new opportunity for him, a new beginning of some sort. But again, he might pay a big price for something where he should really collaborate a little bit better and communicate better. We also have here the Devil. So the Devil is interesting because the Devil indicates a situation where we don't see a way out of it. It might be a toxic person, somebody who's obsessed with something, somebody who is controlling, right? Generally when the Devil comes up, you have a very controlling person in the picture. Again, this can be him, this can be people around him that he's feeling being controlled. But again, the Devil is also about imbalances. When we're kind of overdoing, we're obsessed about something. So let me know what you think this could be in his life. We're going to see from the cards as well. But what I want to call your attention to is this. You have here the 15, the Devil, and the 16, the Tower, that comes right after that. So it's going to be liberating for him because I think right now, whatever this big restructuring, reshuffling is going to be, I think it's going to be refreshing for him because he's been kind of in a situation where he just trying to find a way out, or he's just not finding the way out of something. Yeah. Now we also have here the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence, and that was the first thing that came to my mind when I looked at this card. It is a card of independence, financial and generally independence. Like when this card comes up, usually you kind of have your own business, you're your own boss, and also this is a card that brings the finances into the forefront, like when you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. I kind of feel that with this combination of the Devil and the Nine of Pentacles, I can kind of see two paths folding out. There might be an obsession with money, obsession with finances, but also it can be an obsession with independence. Now this can be connected to the independence of Quebec. Like obviously that has been always a hot topic in Canada, but there's definitely some kind of an obsession here that I think he needs to work on and needs to think about how big of a price he is willing to pay, because it might cost him a big collapse. Now let's see the next card. We have here the Eight of Wands, which indicates that this thing's gonna come really fast, this big sudden change. Like obviously timing is very hard to say anything in terms of whenever it comes to tarot, but this is the fastest move, one of the fastest moving cards in the tarot. So this is showing that something is happening fast, or things are speeding up. But also can be a card of progress, positive progress, communication, travel. But I'm kind of getting here more the speediness of this process that is unfolding. The next card in his reading is the Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords, it's a court card. So it can be a person, his energy, or just the general energy of the card. This can be a smart female. Let me know who do you think it is. Who is really logical, very smart, focuses on facts, and this person is saying whatever they think. Now again, this queen been through a lot of challenges, difficulties, but also made her stronger. And she's also a symbol of clarity. So whatever this change is coming, this tower, this big upheaval, I think it's going to bring him clarity of some sort in terms of finances, in terms of independence as well. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that you enjoyed the reading. And you're also helping me to grow the channel, to make sure that the messages get out to more people. And for you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you're to push those like and subscribe buttons. And let me know in the comment what you think about him, his leadership, especially if you're watching from Quebec. Also, let me know where you're watching from. and let's continue, and also check out my other videos, but let's continue because that's why you're here. So the next card in his reading is the King of Pentacles. So again, the King of Pentacles, it's a court card, so it can be his energy, somebody else, or just the general energy of this card. This is a conservative male leadership, masculine father figure, somebody who has money, all the resources, and they know how to make money because they're really good business people. They're making great decisions from a finance perspective. Again, it can be him or somebody around him, very conservative energy, somebody who worked very hard for it. And again, what's interesting here, you kind of have here this tower that's connecting the independence and two money cards as well. So there might be some financial stuff that might come out. What I'm kind of getting that. Maybe something connected to the economy, something connected to finances, something that's, obviously you have the devil, where you're kind of overdoing something. Can be budget related, can be when when people are taking money away, like some kind of a scandal around finances, money, and bribery as well. Like it can be connected to that kind of energy. The next card in his reading is the Lovers. The Lovers can be connected to partnerships, so maybe alliances, or whoever that might be collapsing here with that tower energy. But also can be connected to big decision. Again, corruption, that's the word. So I was kind of looking for a word. There might be some corruption type of energy that's going to be coming out and will be disruptive with the tower energy, which I think he might have to make some kind of a decision with that Lover's card. The next card is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is all about secrets, unlimited potential, and listening to your intuition. What I'm kind of getting here is more that some kind of a secret will come out. Maybe a strong female energy is going to be bringing it out. I think it can be connected to corruption, economy, finances. That's some kind of a battle that's kind of happening. Please let me know. I'm very curious what the locals are saying about it. But there's something here that I'm kind of sensing that it's brewing. Again, that might be connected to marriage as well. Like I don't know what is the situation from his relationship perspective. Because when you kind of have these two cards, the Four of Wands and the Lovers, there might be some kind of a collapse with the marriage. So I'm not sure. I've kind of seen it happening both ways. Like I'm going to be honest with you that there was a reading that I did about a Hungarian politician. And I was kind of saying that, well, I can kind of see him ending his career and or his marriage is ending, and guess what? Both did. So again, I kind of see similar energies here where might be some alliances, marriage, or some kind of a job ending for him in terms of, especially due to corruption and some secrets that might be coming out. Now let's see what we have from this deck. We have here the intuition, hidden knowledge, secrets at work. Hello, we talked about the secrets of the High Priestess, new talents, night shift, record keeper. So I think there's going to be some kind of a secret that will come out. We also have the domain, ruler of your empire, greatness, position of power, large home, respect, wealth. I think probably he's wealthy. You have here quite a few cards that are talking about that, and he's definitely in a powerful position. But we also have here the transition, which is practically the death card. Ending, beginning, new job, quit, fired, moving, lost income, inherit, hospice. So I think there's going to be a big change that's coming in Quebec, and I think it's going to be coming pretty soon, although the election is supposed to be, if I recall it, only next year. But I think there's some kind of a secret that's coming out that's going to be forcing a restructure of some sort, because you have here this quit, fired, new job. So I think a big change is coming up. So anyway, let me know what you think about that, and I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll be able to welcome you again.